Hi guys, Vechs here, back again with some more World of Tanks, and back again with my T28, which is still, I think, a mixed bag. Occasionally I have good matches, and sometimes I have bad matches. Meh. Either way, I'm working my way towards the T95, which is going to be a big improvement, I think, as far as armor goes, definitely. But this match I got an interesting medal. I got the Hunter medal. I have never seen this before. I didn't even know it was in the game. You get it by destroying 100 vehicles of the feline family, including, well, basically the panthers, jag panthers, and tigers and leopards, and the low counts apparently too. This match I also got a mastery badge, second class, so that's pretty cool. And a lot of experience. Team score. I almost hit 3,000 damage. I'm betting if I had landed some more hits, I maybe could have gotten the high caliber medal. But anyway, I didn't get that many killing hits, but that's not really important. As you can see, the experience earned, it seems like it's all about the damage and the spotting. So if you're playing this game, if you just started World of Tanks and you feel like you're doing damage but people keep stealing your kills, don't worry about it. It's not important. Focus on experience. Your total experience earned. When you sort after battle, you sort by this list. You know, if you're in the top half of this list, you ought to feel good about yourself. You're doing all right. And that includes even on a loss, you know. Because sometimes you can have a fantastic match, and I've done this before. I've had fantastic matches, but we still lose. And either due to just bad luck, or a lot of times there'll be people on a team that don't really do anything. Like example in this match, these down here, these 0 damage people, you know, they don't really do anything. Not that you have to cause damage to contribute. You can obviously spot, or spotting, capturing the base, stuff like that, taking objectives. But you know, if you don't spot, if you don't do damage, and if you don't take objectives, then you're not really doing anything. But anyway, let's take a look at the match. That Hunter bat, that looks cool. Looks cool. I wonder who that is. It's looks like a man with a cat skin helmet of some kind, and inside of a wreath. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the match. All right, so I waited at our base to see where the team was going. With the T28, I find that my best matches are... Oh, we lost someone already. Jackson died. Well, he's a low-tier tank destroyer with... You know, his armor's decent when he's fighting, you know, tier 5, maybe even 6 stuff, but not exactly in this tier. And they lost a Jag Panther. Which is really interesting to see, because one of the Jag Panthers on their team is going to do very well this game. We lost some more people. And oftentimes I'll start a battle and Alt-Tab and work with something. I play this game a lot while I'm waiting on footage to render for other games like UHC or Minecraft, stuff like that. I get about 30 FPS while I'm rendering video, and that's with everything on max here, so I think that's really good. So I pull up here beside the T28 prototype, and I unfortunately knocked a tree over there. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, can I shoot at this guy? 383 with the first hit. That's pretty good. And I request some additional fire support here. Now that's not a good angle when he's turned slightly like that. At that point I can choose to either try to shoot at his side or shoot at his front, probably the front hull. I get another hit on his side right there. I think I get this guy when he comes around. I don't quite understand the logic that this Tiger II was doing. Like, he knows tank destroyers are shooting at him from the bushes, and yet he keeps coming out in the open like this and exposing his side to us. Like, I get the first hit because he didn't know we were there, but after you know somebody's there, it's usually not a good idea to go out in the open, especially exposing your side like that. Anyway. Alright, so there's some damage on the board. A good start to this match, I think. Just looking at the mini-map, our team is... We're doing like a two-pronged assault, and that's usually how these matches break down, is part of your team will go one way on the map, and part of your team goes the other way, and it's typically... Yeah, it's a pretty normal thing. And for some reason, I'm trying to hit this Tiger 1 as he moves between the buildings. This is pretty hard, and if I do hit him in here, it's just going to be kind of luck. Because of the cover in the way, I can never quite tell when I'm looking at him. I need the red outline to know when I'm shooting. And there's a missed shot at the Jag Panther 2. If you noticed, my shell went to the 3 o'clock position on the aiming circle. It really... I got an inaccurate roll there. Because the shot can go anywhere within that green circle, you know. So most of the time it'll go, you know, somewhere in that middle area, but every now and then it just kind of goes off to the side. It happens. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can I land a high explosive? Ooh, I did. Nice. And I think I request fire at this guy to let my team know that he was tracked. He used a repair kit right there, and he instantly fixed his track, which I found kind of annoying. It's like... And then he stops. And then he stops. I don't... Like, why would you use a repair kit after you're getting tracked out in the open and then immediately stop again? I don't get that. Yeah, right there I missed. I really shouldn't have missed that shot against that Tiger 1. I felt like that was a pretty easy shot, and I don't know why I managed to miss that. I think I expected him to keep going out, maybe? I think that's what yeah, I expected him to keep going out. Oh, I hate getting tracked when I can't quite aim. Like, the guy's right there, but I can't aim at him because I'm tracked. And I kind of want to save my repair kit in case something worse happens later on. Now, this low gives me a little trouble here. I keep bouncing off him. I'm kind of surprised at how that didn't hit, because it looked like the shell went into his tank on my screen there. But I guess maybe there was some lag involved or something. Or maybe it just barely missed his rear. Something like that. So yeah, the low is definitely an issue. I keep bouncing shells off him, and I keep doing it and getting... I eventually just switched to high explosive because I'm like, screw this. I want to actually hit this guy. And the high explosive is pretty effective against him. I end up breaking his gun and his optic sight. I figured that out when I looked at the post-game summary. Oh, hello. Drat. I missed. Now that hull... Wow, he just took 704 damage right there. That hull of the VK is pretty squishy. Oh, this T28 prototype, which is basically the same vehicle I'm driving, except his has a turret, and he's an open-top vehicle, which means he's a little squishy. There, he does it again. He does it again. Twice there. We both shoot, and his shot lands first and takes the kill, and I basically waste my shot because it's already a dead vehicle. And he did that twice to me, and I was just like, damn it. I probably could have gotten the high caliber medal had my 2 shots there gotten the kills and registered the damage, because that would be damage he wouldn't have registered. And yeah, I'm pretty sure if I had done that, I would have gotten the high caliber medal. But I think have I gotten that before? Have I gotten the high caliber medal? That was a nice HE hit. That was a bad HE hit. I should probably be shooting more towards the side, since the impact angle doesn't really matter as much with the HE. But at this point, I'm pretty much just aiming center mass because I want to be sure I hit with every shot. And I think he bounced 1 shell off me. I want to say he was using high explosive on me. Although I think he can penetrate my lower glacis is only 200 millimeters, and he might be able to penetrate that, I'm not sure. Especially if he's using gold ammo. But yeah, the Jag Panther on their team has 5 kills right now. And over there is a medium tank, and I can't spectate, but the Indian Panzer dies from a crash. It's kind of funny. And then, well, our medium tank is over there, and I thought he was doing alright. I thought he was actually going to kill this guy, but unfortunately he does not. The Jag Panther gets our medium. Yeah, he gets him. That Jag... Man, that Jag Panther has 6 kills now. I was thinking of going to the north right there, which is why I started to turn around. And then when I saw our medium die, I was like, no, we got to stick together now. So I try to go over here with the prototype. The prototype seems to be a little bit more maneuverable than me. But I want to say this vehicle I'm driving has a little bit more protection. But it's all a moot point because our Artie goes into hero mode. And if you look at the minimap, yeah, he gets them right there. So anyway, so that, I didn't get any, I only got 1 kill. But, and look at, man, look at all that damage on the front of my vehicle. That's a cool, that's a pretty cool view. With the sun coming in and the dirt kicking up. Look at that. That looks nice. So I didn't get many kills. I only got 1 kill. But I actually did the most damage on our team with this big 120 millimeter gun. And I feel like this is a pretty good video for a T28. Like, I did what a T28 is supposed to do. Is hang in the back and just snipe and support the team. And I think myself and this T28 prototype, we really defended the base. We were the last line of defense when our other teammates fell in battle. It was just us, but we held out against several tanks. So props to us. And was Ali Satley in the T28 prototype there? Yeah, Ali Satley, T28 prototype. Honestly, I kind of wish, I don't know. It's a tough choice. Would I rather have the prototype so I could have that turret? The turret seems like it would be really nice. And I would think it might have more view range. You know what? We can find out. Let's go check the garage real quick before we sign off for today. Alrighty, at the garage, tech tree. USA, number 1. Huh, now look at that. The T28 prototype actually can go to the T... Well, that makes sense because it's the prototype. That would... But I can't actually get from the T28 to the prototype. I would have to go to... If I wanted the T28 prototype, what would I have to do there? Oh, I'd have to go to the... Oh, look at that. The tree's completely a one-way tree. You could go to... I'd have to go all the way back to the Wow. I'd have to go back to the Wolverine and then grind that up through the Hellcat T25-2 and then to the T28 prototype. Meh. The T25-2. Meh. How's your view range? 380. Now what we wanted to find out was the view range here. 380, and then the second turret is also 380. The turret has decent armor, but not as much as what I have. So it does have less protection, and it's open-topped, which means an artillery shell is going to obliterate that vehicle. I am less, because I have a enclosed vehicle, I'm less susceptible to high explosive shells. Any open-top vehicle can really be just crushed with high explosive ammunition. That makes sense because the explosive shockwaves. I mean, the crew is exposed to the open air, so yeah, it's a big vulnerability. Also, open air vehicles can't use improved ventilation, so you can't get that 5% bonus to everything. So that's another drawback. But yeah, sight range 370. Versus 380. So it sees very slightly farther. I'm going to say 10 meters is not that important. You could probably get more scaling out of it with coated optics and binoculars. Starting at that. Like, yeah, you could, you know, it might make a more difference then. once you get the percentages, like a percentage increases. But yeah, it's still really minor. So it's basically what if you want the turret or not is. Let's see, they have the same HP, although maybe that new turret might get more HP. The prototype is actually heavier. Huh. Wow. For some reason I thought the prototype would move faster, but it actually... oh, we're looking at the default. Wait a minute. Does the prototype get 120 millimeter? What's the reload on this? 6.59 versus it also gets the 120 millimeter. So okay, it fires slower. So basically, you have to ask yourself if you want either of these vehicles. One, do you want to fire faster and be more protected, or do you want the convenience of having a turret that rotates? That's pretty much the question there, I think. And what's your 510 versus... This is going to be 510. The prototype, I think, 68 or 65 right now, and then it... is that stock config? 65 versus 60. The prototype is also going to be more sluggish, because one's doing 60 tons with 510, and the other's doing 65. Not tons, kilograms. Oh wait, no, tons. I'll be damned. Yeah, tons. 65 tons. It's 5 tons heavier. So same engine, but 5 tons heavier, so it's going to be more sluggish. And probably the most important question, though, is going to be, do you want the T30 or do you want the T95? I gotta be honest, I think the T30 actually does look really good, because you got the turret and you got the this gun here, and you can go... Yeah, there's the big difference right there. It's 860 horsepower engine on a 64-ton vehicle. Well, maybe 69. Let's just say 69. Yeah, 860 horsepower for 69 tons versus. Oh, this is not going to be pretty at all. Oh my God. 510 horsepower for a potential load of 90, oh my God, 91 tons. Yeah. The T30 is actually going to be mobile, whereas I'm pretty sure the T95 is the slowest vehicle in the game. Even more than, say, I think the Mouse. 750 horsepower versus 100. Oh, I don't know. 192 tons. The funny thing is, compared to some of these other vehicles, that's not even that thick armor. Like, I definitely see where people say the Mouse kind of sucks. Because it used to be when the game first came out, this was like oh my God, it's a mouse, you know, you can't do anything to it. And then they tightened up the matchmaking tiers, and then, you know, if there's suddenly something like this in the game, like a Leopard, it's fast and it's got this gun on it that can penetrate 268. I mean, that'll penetrate a mouse from the front, you know, if it gets a decent angle on it. And so, yeah, the mouse is suddenly... Now, the E100 I see a lot. That's probably because of that gun right there, if I had to guess. 246 versus 235. Well, that's actually less pin. 150 millimeter. Yeah, looks like about the same armor, but it weighs a lot less. I assume the E100 is more mobile. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to look at the compare and contrast. Yeah, so that was a game where I got the Hunter medal. I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. In the future, let me know if there's a specific tank you'd like me to try out. I kind of already have 2 tanks I want to go for. and I'll show you guys that later. It'll be a surprise. But and I've obviously got all these tanks here, and I've also got some tanks I'm just like I have, but I'm not using, like this stuff here. Haven't dusted off this guy in a while. Oh, nostalgia. Oh, I was stuck in you for so long. The thing is, looking back, this is a good vehicle, I gotta say. He's not so bad. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. And until then, take it easy.